As a general rule of thumb, I don't really like much change. I like things to be predictable, I like to be in a routine, I like my little habits. But I'm mixing up a little bit. I'm trying something new. Last week I went to the office 3 days. I went in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday it was the two baking hot days, and then Wednesday it threatened to rain. So I cycled in the first 2 days, cycled out, and then I went in on the bus on Wednesday. Now, previously, for the past however long, I've been trying to go into the office on Wednesdays. But I enjoyed it so much, I was like, you know what? I want to go into the office more. So, I'm trying to go into the office more often. I'm aiming for, in warm, sunny weather, 4 times a week. But at a minimum, once a week. So minimum, no matter what happens, I'm going in once a week and I'll get the bus in once a week. And that day is tomorrow, Wednesday. We will always go into the office no matter what. Monday, Tuesday, Friday are optional days. They are, if the weather is nice, it's nice and sunny, we make the most of it, we get on our little bike and we scoot our little boodle into the office. Previously, I've not done that because I go to the gym on a Tuesday morning. Now, I used to swim on a Tuesday morning, and I stopped doing that because it was really busy. It seemed to be Tuesday morning. I went lots of days to the gym and I tracked it. And Tuesday morning is by far the busiest day where everyone's in the pool. Don't know why people like swimming on a Tuesday morning, apparently. I mean, I did. So anyway, I stopped going to the gym on a Tuesday morning. I decided instead I would just go to the gym instead of going swimming. So what that then does is an hour gym session on a Tuesday is kind of a bit odd. Like, I don't really know what to do. I end up just kind of going to do treadmill, a little bit of rowing, and then just kind of leaving. And it just feels a bit weird. It doesn't feel like as fulfilling as a good hour and a half, you know? So I kind of didn't really know what to do with my Tuesdays. That's one thing. Otherwise I go on a Thursday. I have a long day on a Thursday where that is usually cardio day, and I usually do a bit of cardio and then a swim. So cardio and swim, gym and swim. I now have learned how good it is to go in on a Friday afternoon. That's a weight day, and I usually cycle in on a Friday, do some weights, come back, and then on Sundays I go in the morning, and then that's usually a mixture. So it's a bit of cardio, a bit of weights. Why are you telling me this, Jamie? So what I changed, Tuesday morning swim is converted to an evening swim. The only thing I need to figure out is how to not cramp up and get loads of leg cramps and ankle cramps when I swim in the evening. That's one thing I need to solve. I think I need to solve electrolytes. I think that's my issue. I'm low on them for whatever reason in the evenings. I don't cramp in the morning. I only cramp in the evening. So I cycle into the office. When I'm cycling into the office on a Tuesday, I will cycle in and then I will cycle back and then go swimming. Happy days. Unless I'm on call, in which case I'll just revert back to Tuesday morning, Thursday morning, Friday, Sunday. So basically, long story short, we are now focusing on, this is day number 1, basically. This is week number 1, trying to go into the office more often. And it started now. So we're 3 minutes into this video. Basically what I'm saying is, I went to the office today. I don't usually go to the office today. I'm trying to go to the office today more often. And because I went to the office today on my bike, I didn't have time to go swimming, because I don't have time to go to the gym before I go to the office, because I like to work 8 till 4:30. So went to the office, cycled back. I've just had dinner. Laura is also in the gym. So after work, she goes to the gym, and she's in the gym for the longest amount of time on a Tuesday. So I'm eating first. I've already eaten. I'm about to do the washing up. And then she'll come back, she'll eat her dinner, and then I'll come back from swimming. Happy days. Otherwise, not a bad day today. We've had quite a productive day in the office. Quite a nice cycle in. It was nice and cool. On the way back, it was quite warm, but it wasn't like scorching. It was just cruise. Actually, there's a load of bike stuff in the office, in the bike block area, like puncture repair kits, tools, etc. And there's a pump that's like one that you piston up and down. And I've pumped up my bike tyres, and holy shit, I can pump them fuckers up way more than I can with them shitty little hand ones, you know, which get really hot and sweaty while you're doing it. It's great. So I've got really pumped up tyres. I feel like they're too pumped up, but I'm a big fan. And then otherwise today was end of sprint, so we had sprint review, sprint retro, a load of meetings like that. And we are working on stuff, basically. I was trying to be a good boy. We're making an update to this really old piece of code And that update is quite a big, like, it's a small thing, but because of the size of the code, it's quite big. And I'm trying to go through and make it all better as I go. And I'm like, you know, when you decide something and then you're like, God, this was a bad idea, but it's too late. You know, it's too late. I'm in now. I've invested all this time. And here I am fucking updating a load of ancient tests to make them make sense and make them pass. Because I've removed a dependency that the previous ones were thinking on. I didn't need to remove that dependency, but it doesn't need to be there. So I removed it. Sue me. Anyway. But otherwise, yeah, there was just a lot of that, a lot of meetings, a lot of like jumping around on incidents, doing some stuff. We've got an issue at the moment with some deployments that we're trying to fix, which means talking to Microsoft about some stuff. Long story short, been a busy day. In order to combat my cramping, my leg cramps and my feet cramps, I've been doing lots of stretching. Obviously, I don't have a standing desk, not obviously, but I don't have a standing desk in the office. I need to stop doing that. I keep saying like obviously and then saying something as if it is obvious. It's not. I don't have a standing desk in the office. I've only got a standing desk at home. So I've been doing lots of stretching, like going up on my tiptoes, stretching my calves, stretching my ankles. So that in theory that can help me avoid getting cramps. But it's nearly 7. I need to do some washing up so that I can get my swimming bag ready and we'll go and swim in for roughly 8. Okay, I don't know what I'm waiting for anymore. It's time to go. Just catch myself, I'm stood here killing time for no apparent reason because I'm like, I need to swim 8 till 9. No. But it's because it's weird. The weird thing for me is in the morning when I go to the gym or swim, I don't have breakfast. I have a little grapefruit, a little bit of fruit or a cereal bar. Whereas obviously I've just eaten dinner. That's what's weird to me about going in the evening. So I'm kind of like subconsciously waiting for it to go down. But I ate it an hour ago. I've been limbering up, I've been stretching my little leggies, I've been checking my little ankles and my little feet. I'm definitely going to miss Laura because she missed a bus, so she's going to be back past 8 o'clock anyway, so let's go. Not sure about swimming in the evenings. We'll see how it goes. But it was alright, it was a good swim. My feet cramped and I hurt my shoulder a little bit because I think I was compensating. But otherwise, wasn't too bad. I'm definitely a morning exercise person, but it is nice. So got to the 1,800 mark before the cramps started coming in. So not too bad. Right, bedtime. Nice 18-minute cycling. I feel like there is a point where I lean over the bike and get oil here. Spotted that on some gym clothes the other day. I don't know where or when, but I do it. I'm on my monthly run for no sugar. I don't know why I bought a bag. I only got some sugar. Just me and one other guy in the office today. This guy, I get on with him quite well. I talk to him quite a bit. He comes in. I think he comes in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. He was there yesterday. I was there today. I didn't go in Monday. Did I? Not. It started raining, I think, so I didn't bother. But I really wish I didn't bring a packed lunch today. Look at this. Look, live fast, die young. Got my sandwiches and a fucking carrier bag. Just had a pretty brutal meeting, just like an hour and a half, just to decide what we already knew, which was that we've overpromised. Someone before our time has overpromised a deadline, and that it's not going to fit. Oh god damn. So yeah, that was fun, and I'm now de-stressing. I'm going for a walk. I'm going to find somewhere nice to sit down and eat my little sandwiches before I've got a one-to-one with my line manager later. God damn, I could just eat some fried chicken. Don't worry though, at least I've got an exciting dinner of fucking aubergine and peanut stew or some bullshit. Oi oi, look at the size of that boat, mate. That's cool. I'm gonna keep walking on this front until I find somewhere with a spot for water where I can see the water. God damn it. If I wanted to sit somewhere like this, I just sat in a park. That big ass boat, by the way, was called Misconduct, which is an ironic reference to the amount of tax avoidance that they had to do in order to afford it. That bench will do. To be honest, the further I walk, the less time I'll have to buy fried chicken. Doesn't really feel like a Wednesday today. I do need to reinstigate I'm going into the office, so I should treat myself for lunch. I'll make it a lot better. Once a week, on Wednesdays, the day I'm guaranteed to go. So yeah, I was right. That aubergine and peanut stew wasn't very nice. Proper gutted I didn't get lunch. I'm gonna have to make that thing from now on. Otherwise, cycle back. I gunned it. Well, I didn't gun it, but I tried to get back quick. And I think the limit is 28-ish minutes. Ish. I don't think I can reasonably get back faster than that. especially since most of the time I actually don't want to get back sweaty. I was trying to get back and I was like, we need to try this. But anyway, otherwise, work afternoon, lots of like intermittent meetings in the afternoon, so I didn't really get much done. I'm really stuck with something where I'm trying to get this old repo building and releasing properly, having made a load of changes to it. So I've got to try and do that tomorrow again. But otherwise, I'm quite enjoying like compartmentalizing work and home. So I did a little bit of programming, not a crazy amount of programming because I cooked dinner and stuff, but a little bit of programming in the evening. Hopefully I can get back into that. I'm kind of annoyed. I'd like to do it not at a desk, I'd like to do it on a laptop, but I don't have a laptop that can basically do development anymore. Both of our laptops are too slow. I mean, they're ancient, to be fair, but I just can't bring myself to spend laptop money on a laptop when I don't program that much, you know? So it's on the list, but it's like, it's a pipe dream. Anyway, bedtime. Doesn't feel like a Wednesday. Going to the gym tomorrow. I kind of already don't want to. Kind of can't be bothered to get up early, but gym tomorrow, boys. It's cardio day, gym and swim. Oh my God, I'm not having the best day today. I'm just trying to... I'm basically just having an absolute mare trying to replace this really... Effectively, a load of config needs to be replaced out of this ancient app. And like all the config's coming in from like loads of different places. It's all in like legacy NuGet packages that I've written once and like forgotten about. And it's a mess. I can't run the app on my machine, because on my laptop, because it just kind of effectively just rejects it, and I just have problems trying to get it deployed onto my app, my computer. I have to keep restarting my computer, and even that doesn't bring it back. Oh my God, I can't get it deployed into an environment. It just kind of dies before it can start, and I can't debug it to figure out why it's dying. It's killing me, man. Otherwise though, went to the gym this morning, had a great time. Why is my bananas going such a weird colour? A great time. I woke up nice and early, plenty of time really, and then I was like cold. So I'm officially cold in bed. I'm gonna have to get the duvet back. Went to the gym. Didn't really feel like it when I got there, but I caned it on the treadmill. I was wet through. Then I did 100 floors on the stepper, and then I did rowing, and then I came home and I had a nice breakfast, which I now have to pay for because I need to wash it up after. Because always the downside of having a cooked breakfast is I have to do the washing up at lunchtime. Oh, I just can't be bothered, man. The annoying thing is, I have this update to make, which is quite risky in this like haggard piece of code. It's so bad. It's brutally bad. And it's like hard to test whether or not you've done it right and all this stuff. And now we've got like pressure to do some other things, which is more important and like new, but this is already in flight. I already put it down once because I couldn't get all the stuff installed on my old laptop. Went on holiday, came back, got a new laptop, installed the stuff, and it's like, just won't die. That's the thing, it won't give up the ghost. I don't want to go back, I don't want to do it. Someone asked our team to do a code review for them. It was a big code review. I go through it, I do the review, leave a load of comments, and now they want 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes free to talk through some bits. Just do the fucking changes or don't ask us to review it. My God. I'm having so much fucking fun. I just can't get this app running. And it's so old and bullshit. I can't run it on my computer. How am I expected to be able to do anything with it if all I can do is a fucking 10-minute build followed by a 20-minute release just to get an error because it can't log anything? You know what I mean? It kills me that shit like this exists. You know what I mean? Like, everyone knows it's garbage. It's so garbage no one touches it. So we should just fucking retire it and write it again. You know what I mean? Like, we cocked it up. Let's be honest. Everything we wrote 6 years ago was dog shit because it was written in a rush. Let's keep this on life support. Don't touch it. Don't think about touching it. rewrite it somewhere else, migrate over, burn it to the ground. That's what I'd do. Anyway, it's just such a monumental waste of money and time, you know what I mean? Like, fuck me. And we're done for the day. I have logged off. Nothing works. Still doesn't work. I don't know why it's kicking back an error that it's kicking back. It's like duplicate key. I've removed all instances of that key. It's gone. It doesn't exist anymore, but it's still duplicated. And I'm like, where the fuck is this key coming from? I will never know. Anyway, that's by the by. I've logged off. It is time. I've logged off later, so I won't do it later today because the meeting was later today. And Laura's going to be late back. I don't know what to do with myself. We've been doing this thing like with split duvets. This is why I was cold last night and Laura wasn't. I've just got this little sheet still. Laura's got an actual duvet. It works quite well, to be honest with you. But anyway, it's going to change tonight because last night I was freezing. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with myself. I'm not cooking because Laura's got the recipe, and it's a quick dish. So I am just sitting around waiting, basically. I'm going to do some programming, but I need to step away from the computer for a bit. I want to find some time to just kind of sit down and do some programming. But I can do that when I come back from, that's one of the reasons why I want to start going to the office again, is like, when I come back, I feel like I've left work, you know? Because it's a completely different space. Obviously there's been the commute in between as well. When I'm working from home, like psyching myself up to sit back in that chair and use the same keyboard and screens and whatnot kills me. I'm in one of those moods today, and most of last evening, to be honest with you, where I kind of just want to curl up into a little ball and cry and sleep. I thought, what better to do? What's the best approach to take there? I was on the schedule. My plan was to go into the office today and go to the gym after. And I just thought, to be honest, the worst thing you can do when you're in a mood like this is to sit at home because you're not going to get any work done. And then what I would end up doing is giving up on going to the gym, and then that made me feel even worse, etc. So I've cycled in. I've got my gym stuff in here, and I'm going to cycle to the gym from here like planned. Otherwise, I'm going to spend the morning laser focused on trying to get this thing fixed. Very bright here, isn't it? The sun is just over in that fucking... My God, I might have to pull that blind down. I wasn't really planning on going outside for lunch today. I've just realised that my laptop is on 30% battery and going down, despite being plugged in all day. Going down rapidly as well. So it went down from like 35 to 30% in a brief period of time, me trying to figure out why. It's bizarre because I've obviously been using the same plug Tuesday and Wednesday and I didn't have an issue. I think it might be a combination of it not charging properly at home, so it came in with less charge. Maybe my charger's like gotten hot because it's been used so much and it's not used to it because it's a different charger than I use from home. I don't know. Either way, like getting high power USB-C chargers is a bit of a pain in the ass. Evidently, because the one I currently have, even though supposedly having enough power, doesn't. A quick walk around the block, but just someone in America has just sent me a link to chargers that they buy over there, and for $30 they can buy a charger that I have to pay £80 for, which is $97. So they're paying like £25 maybe. That's nutty. Why? The floor's really annoying to walk on, especially with a box in my arm. But I do know there is like a weird technology tax which makes tech expensive here. I kind of thought plugs, not that much more, you know. Usually you can switch. Like if a phone's selling for £500 in America, dollars, it's £500. Even though the pound is or was a lot stronger than the dollar. Anyway, you know what? That's a good use of time. Going to the office and then cycling to the gym after. It's like a good full day. I got back here more or less 5, showered, watched some YouTube videos, one until Laura finished. We had breakfast for dinner. Oh baby. I just watched. Oh God, Stranger Things, my lord, is it long? That's why they're yawning. But it kind of makes sense, like I left work at 2, cycled up. I cycled a good like 15 odd miles today, which is pretty good. Cycled to the gym, which is like not a bad cycle, it's like a good little warm up. It's nice, relatively easy, you know. It's like gradual uphill, but it's not like you kill yourself. And it was quite hot as well, to be fair. If it was a lot cooler, it would be a lot easier. did a weights training thing, cycled back. Great. Like I say, and I've not like sat around not knowing what to do with my afternoon. Boy is trying to figure out, I need to get this cleaned. Do I get it dry cleaned? It's just a shirt. Speaking of just shirts, look at this t-shirt, man. I bought this t-shirt a while ago to get free delivery. It's fucking amazing. It's my favourite. Like, it's such a nice colour. I really like it. So, anyway. So it's a Saturday. Laura has gone to get her hair cut and coloured. So she's basically in town until about midday. I'm going to meet her. I've got some things I need to do today. I need to go and... Oh my God, look at my little man. You okay? I can't mince your breath, Monty. You're not going to want to smell this. Oh no. We're off. I've bitten the bullet. We're putting it in the washing machine. I can't dry clean a shirt. If I was doing my whole suit, I would. But I don't need to do my whole suit. It's literally not even been worn since it was last dry cleaned. Because I dry cleaned it to wear it and then didn't wear it. Hey, right, other things I need to do then. Like I said, I'm meeting Laura in town. I need to go to Pets at Home to get Monty more cat food. And to recycle his pouches, because you can recycle like these pouches, but you've got to take them like specific places. And there is like one Pets at Home shop in Bristol that does it. So we store them all in a big bag and then take them down in one big go. But obviously it's out of the way, so we don't go there all the time. Other things. Well, no, it says you can do them in Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's has a little like bin. But there was a week where it said, please no pet food pouches. So since then, we've started taking them to Pets at Home. But I think just because of what they are, they're more likely to actually be recycled from Pets at Home, because it literally only takes pet food pouches. Whereas the other one is like bread bags and crisp packets and that kind of shit. So I'm going there. I need to go get a fish. We got sea bream for dinner tonight, so Jim's got to go pick one up. And then otherwise, I need to look at video editing stuff, I think. I need to do some programming. That involves making sure that the little clicky thing on the little clicky thing doesn't keep clicking. And it involves making it so that I can increase the resolution, etc, etc. Yeah. So I think the fishmongers is open now. I need to do a little bit of shopping as well, because I need to get things like bread, some fruit. Let's make a little list and then let's go. Yeah, my plan is to finish the washing up, sort out Monty's food, go get some fish, and then we can come back and chill out for a little bit, do some programming. And then I'm going to get... This number keeps going up. And then after that, I'm going to go on my computer, do some programming before we head on into town. How's that sound? Remember when people used to just walk to the supermarket and then be given like 10 plastic carrier bags, which they then just take home and put in the bin? Fucking mad times, man. That's like such an alien concept now. I recently went on a bit of a mad one and bought 2 carrier bags. I don't know if you remember in my videos. I bought this one just because I thought the logo was cool. I bought Laura one of these, or got Dad to buy her one. Plain black one. And I always thought it was cool, and I was like, God, I wish I could get one of those. What do I smell of? Don't bite me. Do I pass? Am I allowed strokes? Yes. Yes. No, I'm not. I thought that little head nuzzle was stroke me. Was it? Or was it not? I'll stroke this paw. Anyway. And then they've released this like pattern one. And I wish this was smaller. But otherwise I like it. I like the style of this. I feel like it gives off big Paul Smith vibes without being a Paul Smith bag. But anyway, so I was I forgot what I was saying now. But I bought 2 bags recently. And that's the end of that story. Oh yeah, and how people used to just have bags and throw them away and whatnot. I think I'm technically too young to have ever done that. I'm trying to think back to when I first went to uni, which would have been when I first shop for myself. I always bagged into like a hold-all back then. And or I always had those turkey bags for when I did the turkeys at Christmas. And I just had a shitload of them. I still have a shitload of them, which are effectively bags for life. Yeah, interesting. Quite warm outside as well. It looks quite grey and miserable. It's quite muggy. Oh, what I was going to say was, I'm kind of obsessed with it. Because it's a bag, right? It's just a bag. But then there's these little things here, which kind of look stupid. It's made of 12 plastic bottles. that what that is? Yeah, right. But it's got these little things here which just go down to the bottom. Like you can see, there's no thing. But then you just play your water bottle in it or your bananas. You like hold things out of the way so it doesn't like, you know, you put a water bottle in a bag and it just falls over and then damages stuff. Or you can like put your bananas in there and like keep them out of the way so they don't get crushed by your lunchbox. Big fan. So anyway, yeah, I couldn't recommend. However, unless you are someone like Laura. Laura has one of these bags, like I say. The issue she has is she's not as tall as me. I'm quite tall, but I've got long arms. But for me, look, like at its edge, there isn't much gap there between the floor. For her, they're too long. 20 minutes till my wash is done. When am I going to town? Right, so I'm done now. I just need to figure out when I'm going to town later to meet Laura for lunch, do a little bit of shopping. I can go whenever I want because I've got like a couple of things I want to get for holidays. I was just about to head off and I was thinking to myself, God, it looks so grey outside. It really looks like it's going to rain. Open the door, pissing it down. Just change my shoes. I can't wear one white Converse when it's raining. Look at this loaf. Get that tail in and no one would know the difference. Got a nice lunch in town and also got some more sun cream. I need to buy stupid ass sun cream that's really expensive because I have skin issues. I get prickly heat when I'm on holiday, alright? So I need to throw money at the problem. And then I wanted to get some other stuff, but I came home and ordered it instead because for some reason, people, designers, companies, seem to think that you want to have next on the waistband of your pants or Topman or, you know, whatever, literally whatever, insert brand, Tommy Hilfiger, etc. Well, you're wrong, guys. You're wrong. I just want plain. Order it instead, which is fine. And then otherwise, I've been doing some programming. I'm getting just confused as to why it is. I was trying to do my developer-y thing of trying to figure out whether or not there is a see if I can predetermine the size of the video footage I'm putting in and then pick input and outputs. So in theory that I could do 4K video, whatever, but I need to know the size of the video file so I know how to treat it. There's no way inside .NET of figuring out the size of the video file. Like, by size I mean height, resolution. And I'm like, what do you mean? I just can't wrap my head around why, you know? Especially because you can see some information. If you right click on a file, on a video file, and then check the details, you can see all of that info. It's there. You just can't get access to it. Which is super annoying. Anyhow, so that's kind of put me in a roadblock. I might have to change it now. I need to test how the tool I'm using to actually render the video handles being asked for different outputs. So if I give it 1080p footage and I tell it to export at 4K, what does it do? You know, what I was hoping to do was just effectively render down, and vice versa, render down to the most easiest thing. So if it's 4K, render it down to 1080p, but then it depends on what it does with that. Does it actually like downscale it or what? I don't know. But it looks like that's my only option short of using FF Probe, which it's just going to be a pain in the ass to be honest with you, but will in theory do what I need it to do, but it just means running a fucking command line instruction just to find out this information. I'm like, it shouldn't be necessary, especially how like big and prevalent video is. I get not many developers play with files because everything's on the web now, but like video files though, surely. Anyway, otherwise, Formula 1, bit of sewing, had dinner, we had my sea bream was lovely. Bedtime now, I'm going to the gym tomorrow. So again, I've had opportunity to play around with my vlog script thing. So short story long, I was trying to figure out a way of monitoring the frame rate of the video. Sorry, the frame rate. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess. Frame rate and resolution of the video so that I can do some stuff around export resolutions and The other thing, also the what's it called? The title that I put at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. So, turns out that's really difficult to do. You have to like basically decode the file headers to be able to do it, which is just like absolutely unnecessary. But the tool that I use to render the videos has a scaling tool. The scaling tool will only take a file at a time, so you can't just do all of the files blanket. You have to go, here's this file, I want this outputted to 1080p, let's say. Anyway, so I bastardize my vlog scripting program enough to be able to test how that works. So because it's each file, I don't have the issue of multiple files being different formats. I can basically just take an input of what output do you want, which is annoying because it means I can't just have a global, like I'd like it just do best guess, like automatically scan the repo, automatically scan everything. The highest thing is in 4K, the video is going out in 4K, because then I would have filmed it in 4K and I'd have decided at that point, at the filming point, the video is going to be 4K, whereas now I need to decide at output point, which is just a little bit fiddlier. But anyway, that's fine. You pass it the files. So here's what it used to do. It used to have, I'd drop all my footage into a folder on my Windows machine. I'd pull it into, I'd mount that file, that folder, to a Docker container. It would copy the footage into the Linux container, and then it would do all the work. Now what it's doing is it's running a program which is, as it's copying, it's decoding to the right output. Once it's in the right output, it then does the day edit, and then it does the final concatenation at the end. So yeah, so in theory that'll work, which is fine. I just need to like be okay with the inputs. I need to play around with the compression and like the bitrate figures. I've now obviously got effectively two renders, one of which is the sizing, and the other one is the day edit, which is just concatenating the days and then putting on the what's magic. Only one of those is slow, and it's the one that puts it into the format that then it's always in, and then from that point on, so it's either, if I'm asking for a different resolution, it's the first step, the copy step. If it's not, then it's the next step. But yeah, so not bad. I have a plan, so, and it'll work as well, so that's good. I just need to change the way I do it, because at the moment there isn't a separate copy step anymore. It is, here's how you do it. And that will obviously complicate things when it comes to, no, it won't complicate things. But it means that the input process needs access to the rendering FFmpeg thingamajig. So anyway, by the by, solved problem. We know what we're doing now, we just need to do it. Otherwise though, woke up this morning, went to the gym. Sundays are a bit of everything day. So I've decided that like most of the time I'll be doing, I've got like a spread, you know, and there's like a cardio day and a weights day. This is everything. So it's everything but no PBs. So I did running, stepper, rowing, weight session. For a nice long ass day in the morning in the gym, which was really nice. Came back, we went shopping for some dinner. Had a nice joint of pork, which was lovely. Watched some Formula 1, fucked around with my program a little bit. Sat in the garden a bit. It's really muggy. It's really like uncomfortably hot, I think. But I had an incident. I was wearing one of my newer favourite grey t-shirts this morning, and I was just sat here having my breakfast, and then blood just all over it. My nose bled like fucking crazy. It was madness. I'm like, I've not had that in ages. So that was fun. So I'm wearing this instead. Otherwise, it is a Sunday. We're starting off the week strong. Tomorrow, weather forecast says it's going to be dry, so we're cycling in. It's going to be fun. Oh yeah, I need to remember to take in that other charger. I haven't made any of my bags or my lunch or anything. I need to have a shave tomorrow, so it's going to be tight. I need to, when my alarm goes off, I need to be up. Also, I need to get the footage off the camera. That's the end of this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you later.